1. All right, looking at Algebra Tiles Part 3 here. This is the area model. So, have an example done here, which you can look closely at. Check your work. I'll point out about the directions that maybe was a little unclear. There's two different equations for area. One of them is factor form. Factor form looks like this, where I'm given a length and a width. Just take your length and your width, write them side by side. The next is the standard form, formerly known as the expanded form, but here moving forward we're going to call this standard form. Standard form is the sum of the individual areas of each individual space in the rectangle. Okay, the factor form is length times width. All right, looking at the second example here, all I'm doing is taking 2x squared. Well, that just means I need two of the big squares, because x squared, that's my algebra tile, that's the big one. Looks like this. I need two of those. Okay. 4x, that tells me I need four rectangles. 1x tells me I need one rectangle, and a plane number 2 tells me I need two of the small squares. So standard form is pretty easy, actually. All I need to do is add all this stuff up. So 2x squared. Okay, and we always go blank x squared plus blank x plus blank. I'm going to put 2x squared. That goes there. That's the first part of my standard form. Now, x's, I got to be careful here because I see 4 here and I see 1 here. What I'm going to do is add those together, call it 5x. 5x. And then the only thing left, plane number 2, that's the last piece in my standard form. So you can see here in this example, same idea. I had 2x squares. 2x plus 3x is 5x, and 3. Okay, now I need to actually make this with my algebra tiles. So here's my algebra tiles. I go ahead and I took them, shifted them around. I needed 2, and because the big squares are in the top left space, I'm going to try to arrange these so that they're in the top left spot of my rectangle. And sometimes it's a little guess and check here, moving around, playing with it, but we're going to try to put them in the top left. Top right, I need 4 rectangles, so I went ahead and took 4 rectangles and ended up arranging them to fit my rectangle like this. I needed 1 rectangle down below in the bottom left, so there it is. And then I need my two unit squares of 1 in the bottom right. It looks like that. Okay, now at this point, I need to write the length and the width of this thing. So I know that every big square has a side length of x and an area of x squared. If this is a side length of x, then I know that my area model square here, I'm going to put x up there. And then my rectangles, I got 2 of them, and they have a side length of 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. And then let's go ahead and find if this was the length and this is the width, I would now need to check the width here. So big side x, small side 1, that's 2x plus 1. So I'm going to write 2x right there, and then 1 right here. And this will become more relevant as we move through this unit, more and more relevant. Okay, now length and width is now easy. I'm just going to come up here, length, I'm going to say, hey, x and 2, that's x plus 2. And width, down the side, I have 2x plus 1. 2x plus 1. And then my factor form equation is just expressing area as length times width, which is as simple as x plus 2 times 2x plus 1. And there is our example, our little introduction to the area model there.